Hello everybody, this is Doll Dazzler and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys more dolls out of my doll collection. And today I wanted to share with you Donny and Marie Osmond. The Donny and Marie Osmond dolls were made by Mattel in 1976. They had a singing show on television, and so that is the that's why they were made in the like versions of them when they had that little some kind of a singing music show in the 70s. And I remember when I was a kid that I had actually gotten the Marie Osmond doll. And so this one is not my original Marie Osmond doll, but I do remember having her. And so I wanted to get the pair of them. And Mattel actually had made their other brother, I think his name was Jimmy, they also made a doll, the Jimmy Osmond doll as well. So both of these, Marie and Donny and Marie, both have on their original clothing. They have a little bit of roughness going on about them. They do need cleaned up quite a bit, but they look, for the time period, I mean, when you look at their pictures from the 70s, they do look a lot like Donny and Marie. So, but they have on their original clothing. With the Marie doll, her hair, it hasn't been cut. But it's obviously it needs some styling and clean. She needs cleaned quite a bit. On her waist here would have been some kind of a silver, kind of like a little belt buckle, and then it looks like her dress is missing the snap to keep it closed. And so she's probably missing a couple of things. No, she's missing her shoes. I think she would have had some purple high-heeled shoes. And then she would have had, I think she would have had a ring, but then she also would have had a mic. These both would have had microphones. That's why their hands are bent with like a holding pose. And I think that their mic may have had a stand as well. I'm not sure about that. But this is her original dress. It's a little bit rugged. Other than that, the doll is in pretty good shape. She has no cut hair, no missing hair flags, nothing like that. So she is marked on her rear end. And this is kind of interesting because these dolls are actually, these are marked with the Mattel marking of 1966. So a lot of, well, most of the Barbies are marked Mattel 1966. So these, I would guess, would have used the same mold as that Barbie mold. I'm not sure. I mean, I can see a lot of the same characteristics as that twist and turn. The twist and turn, still like that twist and turn that marking for the Barbie is on. But the arms are definitely, they're not the bending arms, they're not just the straight arms. So this is Superstar era arm, and the Barbies of today. So I don't know if this is the mold from the 1966 Barbie, and it does have, it's a little bit different than that because it's not, they were a little bit more square, and all the writing was off to one side. So I'm not too sure. This one's from Korea. So I don't know about that. That's just what her markings are. And so then the Donny doll, he as well, he's wearing all of his original. He has some little, little something on his outfit there, probably can be washed off. And then he's missing his shoes, but he has both of his purple socks. I think that's so funny. He has purple socks. Really, really cool Scooby-Doo era. These are really cool little costumes for the 70s. So he does have his belt, and hers would have been, it would have been kind of I think it's like a square, but it looks like it's rhinestones, but it's not. It's just silver, and it looks like it has rhinestones on it. So he's pretty much, with the exception of missing his shoes, the outfit is complete. He does still need to have his mic and his stand, and of course, you know, the littler stuff. That's the stuff that usually gets lost. So maybe one day I'll be able to find them. I know they're not real hard to find. These particular dolls aren't hard to find. They're not. I don't know if they're very collectible or not. So I know that I could probably find them in the box complete. So his marking is on his lower back, and there again, this is, it says Mattel Incorporated, and then here you have it, it's 1966. So I don't know if this would be, the Ken mold. Not sure about that. If anybody knows about the history of the mold bodies and how Mattel used them outside of the Barbie line, because these, even though it would be called a fashion doll instead of a Barbie. So anything that's not Barbie is fashion doll. But I don't know if they would have used the Barbie and Ken molds, because this does look like a Ken mold. So if anybody knows about Mattel and how they used the Barbie molds outside of actual Barbie for their other fashion dolls, please leave it in the comments. I'm interested to find out what other dolls might have used that, and if, of course, these, since they're labeled with 1966, these weren't made in 1966. It would give somebody the impression that they're more valuable or more vintage than they really are, because they're made in 1976. So if anybody knows that, please leave it in the comments. So this is Donny and Marie Osmond. I'm a little bit country, I'm a little bit rock and roll. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.